The nuclear weapons were launched in Fear the Walking Dead, but unfortunately the destination was aimed straight at the viewers because this show absolutely sucks. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. Listen, it's the finale of season 6, so therefore I'm reasonably happy. I'm a little bit positive because we don't have to watch Fear now for the next couple of months and we can take a break from it. But at the same time, I mean, it was a very disappointing finale. And I will be honest, I do think that season 6 was better than season 5. And I think there was some okay parts of season 6. Look, I believe there was a few episodes where we gave either like a 4 or a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
And I'm not that that's great or anything, but I mean,
That's tens compared to what
yeah,
it's been.
it's better than what we've been giving it. But
Ones.
but I tell you what, I think the ending to season 6 and the story and the conclusion to it all, it was really really poor. And then just seeing this nuclear warhead basically go off and not having any effect really whatsoever. So almost like the only person that died for this was fucking
Dakota.
Dakota. Everyone else survived. So like it went off in Dakota like almost instantly. Just turned to ash. She like fucking melted into ash or whatnot, or fried into ash. Yet Dwight and Sherry were protected because there was like a wee wooden panel separating them from like a cellar door in the outset. I mean, come on.
And there's I mean,
And then Morgan just hid underneath a car with Grace.
and I get it, right? Different distances, but it's ridiculous, man. It's just, it's tragic. The episode was split into like 8 parts. Some words would appear on a black screen. The first of them,
It's like Windows Movie Maker.
aye, that's what it was like. Promise me you'll find someone. So, Rachel, who people may remember, she gave birth to a kid. This kid is a lot blacker than I remember. I mean, she's like white. The father was white, but the kid's black.
Well, they did call it Morgan, maybe Morgan and Rachel. Yeah, but you know what? This is just ridiculous. So, did she have an affair with somebody? Was the original guy not the father, or have they purposely made this kid this skin color so that Morgan and Grace can raise it and it looks more likely to be their actual child?
I'm thinking the latter, which is cheap. But she tries to fix her tyre, right? And the car comes down on her, breaks her leg. Then she makes like a makeshift splint and then puts the baby in the backpack, takes Rufus the dog, wraps them all around each other so the dog will end up pulling her. And then that's what happens. That's pretty much her done for this episode until the end. Just fucking garbage, man. What character goes out fixing their tyre and their leg gets broke? And then they stab themselves?
Yeah, pathetic.
Like, why would she stab herself? Like, why not try and fight?
I guess maybe our argument was, well, she couldn't walk with the pain of the broken leg, but if she was a walker, then she wouldn't feel it.
Yeah, I know, but it's very far-fetched, isn't it? Like, what happens if the baby fell at the backpack?
What happens if the dog thinks, oh, you're not a walker, you're my owner,
Yeah.
and then the dog just comes up to get a wee pet and you eat it? Then you're going fucking nowhere.
Rufus is dead.
What what if someone comes and kills you and you fall backwards and land on the baby? I mean, listen, you can say last resort, but this is not what I'd have done.
No, but right, Morgan, no, not Morgan, Daniel, Dame el Arma. So he says, oh, I heard some coordinates over the radio, and everyone's like, right, Morgan, reel it in. So they listen to Rolly. Rolly's like, no, we need to get to this location, this hotel. But then Daniel overhears Rolly say the exact same thing, like the Phoenix is rising that Riley said, which then prompts them into shooting both of them.
Yeah, he shoots Rolly in the head, just kills him. And his whole reason for doing this, well, Rolly was in on it, Rolly was with them.
Here, where's Wendell, by the way?
Yeah, I mean, fuck, where is Wendell?
Is he sitting at the bottom of a flight of stairs, unable to get up them? Because I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know, we haven't seen Wendell on a ferry. I don't even think we've seen Wendell in season 6.
Also, do you know think it's ridiculous? Oh, just type in the coordinates. Like Daniel whips at these coordinates, man, like these 20 numbers, and what they're just going to find them.
Yeah, like, I don't
Where's
know.
the map?
Yeah, I mean, do you not need to be, like, fucking pretty intelligent to work at coordinates, or, like, have like, some sort of special...
A map would help, and I don't think they had a map.
Yeah, I don't really get it. But anyway, the car breaks down. like, my, like my voice. What just happened?
Car breaks down. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I just broke down. Finish.
Let's fucking move on.
Nah, finish this review.
Enjoy the few assholes. So Dwight and Sherry come across the house. Oh, Dwight, I've been a bitch the past season.
No shit.
So how about we go in there? Maybe they have beer and pretzels. They get in. They're like, hey, you get out of our house. It's like, you with the people that took our basement or cellar or whatever, and then turns it. Right, no, actually, this scene was probably the worst of the episode. So Dwight and Sherry used the horse to pull like the wooden panel door off, right? And then the two guys inside, which obviously belong to Teddy's group, explain why they run out like retards. Like, they don't know who's attacking them or whatever. See, in this instant, you don't come out until you have some kind of guess where they are. They ran out with assault rifles. They're like retards.
You're
bunkered in.
You're in the prime position. You're in the place they want to be. Why the fuck would you give up that position and run out, not knowing what you're running into?
Only way you give it up if they throw like a grenade in.
Aye.
And they didn't.
But these people just ran out, fucking like headless chickens.
The first guy runs out, you're thinking, well, that's unforgivable. The second guy running it is just, do you want to die? How have these people survived years in an apocalypse acting like this?
Yeah, then Dwight basically gives them some rundown. Oh, you were trying to kill these people, well now you're going to get a front row seat. Sherry walks up and shoots him in the other leg, so the guy's been shot now in both legs, and then Sherry and Dwight join the couple with their baby, also another mixed race baby. Is
this really a good thing what they did? Shooting a guy, both legs, and making him watch this?
No, I thought it was an...
Considering they just took the spot, they didn't actually kill anyone.
I mean, could you argue by taking the spot and not allowing them to be in the bunk? No, I don't get, right?
No, we seen by the explosion that I don't actually think it was that bad. I think if you sat in the house in a decent area, that you could have survived.
Well, here's the thing. I've been saying for the last few episodes, there's no way they don't. You're saying, oh no, this'll end the entire world. This'll evaporate the entire world.
But only one went off.
Oh, because then two would have fucking wiped out the entire planet.
On 10, mate.
It doesn't matter, right? It was bullshit, man. It was
shite. You have nothing to be sorry about, right?
But no, I don't get. No, but hold on. Whoa. Morgan and Grace were able to hide underneath a car, and they were fucking fine. So surely, like Dwight and Sherry could have just hid inside a normal house under a bed or something. You'd have been all right.
Right, awful writing. So why are Dakota and Teddy in a car? How did Riley get split up from them? Why is June and John Dory split up from Morgan and Grace?
Yeah.
All these people are split up when they were at the submarine last episode.
How did they
strand at some random building?
How did they capture Riley, but not capture Dakota, who was knocked out, and Teddy? Second of all, why did the main group of characters split up? Why were they on different locations? Why didn't they stick together and try and find a place to hide?
I think not. Honestly, man, I think this has to be the worst follow-up to a penultimate episode ever. The logic's just fucking out the window. What? How? Are we really supposed to believe that John Dory Sr. is going to let Dakota and Teddy out of his fucking sight?
Well, I mean, he catches up with them later in the episode and he forgives Dakota. See, I don't like this, right? This is just...
I forgive you.
This is dumb writing.
And it's not like Teddy. She didn't even know Teddy at that point. See at least if they spun it and that Teddy...
convinced her to do it, manipulate her.
I would be like, alright, fair enough. Maybe. But see, she killed him in cold blood.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's just dumb writing. We have to write that John Dory Sr. forgives Dakota because she's like a teenage girl and it would be wrong for her to just shoot her. See, take Dakota out of the equation and let's say that's some grown man.
Yeah. No.
And John Dory fucking puts him down.
Puts him down every day of the week, and I just thought this was crap, man. John Dory does a wee fucking trick. Gets shot, then I don't know, my voice is going.
Yeah, so he just says he forgives her. And then she holds him at gunpoint, and then June's there, and she's got them at gunpoint. And then after them, they're willing to forgive Dakota and allow Dakota to... There's a bunker, and Basically, they say, "Oh, look, Teddy, you're full of shit. You weren't ready to die. You were gonna just allow everyone else to die, and you planned on hiding in this bunker." So they try and turn Dakota against Teddy, but then Dakota just doesn't listen and shoots John Dory anyway. So this is the second John Dory that she's fucking shot.
And she was going to kill him here.
Yeah, and June then just like shoots the gun out of her hand.
Which is ridiculous, by the way. You would not be at this point. You would not be aiming for the gun. It's easier to hit a body than it is to hit a gun.
And then, yeah, so it's like, but she's a good shot. It's like, just the plot purposes for her not to kill Dakota. And then Dakota's like, oh, if you forgive me, then why did you kill Virginia? And it's like, well, that's a fucking good point, actually.
Yeah, they didn't scump her into the bunker. And then
Well,
Dakota,
Virginia was an adult, and that's, so, I mean, I guess that's why she killed
Dakota
Virginia.
kills Teddy.
But have you noticed how it had to be June that killed Virginia?
Yep.
It couldn't have been a man.
No, absolutely.
Couldn't have been Morgan. Couldn't have been Strand. Couldn't have been Daniel. Couldn't have been Dwight. Had to be. But yeah, so they basically go, well, fuck it, that's it, then we're going to leave you up here. But it wasn't like. It almost looked like they weren't saying, fuck it, you shot him, so we're going to let you die up here. It was more like, you don't want to come with us, so there's nothing we can do.
Oh, that's exactly what it was.
Honestly, see after her shooting John Dory Sr., see if at the last moment she said, wait, I want to come with you, I think they would have allowed her in the bunker.
Absolutely.
And then she turns around and basically says, oh, Teddy, was it all a lie? I thought you cared about me. And before Teddy can even answer, she just shoots him.
Yep.
Says, oh, it was you weren't telling the truth. You never cared about me. And then she shoots him in the head and basically says, see, people can't change. I'm a killer. I'm not changing. And then Teddy doesn't get to see the end of the world. So I thought this Teddy character was okay. And I just think for him to get taken out like this.
What should have happened is that him and John Dory Sr. should have got into a fight.
Trying to get into the bunker or something like that.
Something like that, right? And then, but John Dory Jr.'s still alive. But Teddy delivers a fatal blow to John Dory Sr. But then John Dory Jr. drops Teddy. And then they reunite. But he's dying. And they have like a final 30 seconds. And his dad dies in his arms. But he made up for it because he got the guy whose dad went away with that whole time and put it. I mean, that would have been decent.
Well, yeah, but John Dory Junior's dead, so I wasn't even.
Well, I'm bringing John Dory back.
Well, let's just pretend you aren't. I think it would have been better if they had a scuffle to try and get into the bunker.
Like one final fight.
But you notice how it had to be the blast that took out Dakota because no one could really kill her.
Yeah, well, that's what happens if Dakota's bullet that hit John Dory in the arm here hit him in the head. Is June allowed to kill her? Or does she just have to put down her guns?
Yeah, it's retarded.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, up next, which man are you? Right. Why is Strand just wrong?
I don't give a fuck. By the way, see if some 16-year-old girl shot someone in my family that I loved, I'd put a fucking bullet in her dome. I wouldn't even hesitate. You can't say it. Well, I just did.
No.
It's the real world, guys.
I mean, I don't know what.
Because it's not even like this. It's actually not the real world where you can get justice and try and get some sent away. It's like the apocalypse.
Have you seen that? I don't know. I think it's like CSI or something where the guy kills the kid who killed his kid, but the kid got off with it and he's being smug in like the courtroom, and he takes the gun off the security guard, just fucking shoots the kid in the head.
What a guy.
Aye. But the kid was like the kid got off with it, but he was like rubbing it in, laying it on thick.
Well, good for him.
Justified.
Father getting a revenge. That's what I like to see.
It's actually pathetic.
Anyway, Strand meets some Indian-looking guy and, I don't know, tells a story about fucking Morgan.
I almost saved the world, but some man called Morgan, he was selfish.
Yeah, they start drinking, accepting that they're going to die, but then the blast doesn't kill them, so it's just very anticlimactic. The rest of the group, a helicopter with Al in it arrives, and that takes care of the other group.
Al wasn't in it, it was her girlfriend,
right.
but she was over the radio. CRM saved them. Again, you've got that guy. What's his?
Oh wait, so I was speaking.
What's the spray paint guy doing?
Oh, I die. He's spraying.
Here's a nuke, but I'll spray.
Give me 2 minutes here. I need to spray this. This is not the end of the world.
I've got to spray all the ballast tags out of fucking Grove Street here.
Street.
Bear with me. Right, I can hear her. So Grace and Morgan, they get out the submarine, and then that's when Rachel rocks up with the baby. Who cares? Like, they're greeting about the loss of the kid. Yo, how many pregnant bitches is Morgan gonna fucking have?
Yeah.
Like, seriously?
And none of them are his.
Like, what are we doing here? The guys?
Yeah, but this is almost like giving them a child to make up for the one that they lost, so they're going to raise this child as their own, I guess. Although Morgan looked a lot happier than Grace. Grace was more happy to see the dog. I'd have been more happier to see the dog, to be fair. Rufus, MVP of this episode. The blast goes off, they hide underneath a car and they survive. It's really fucking lame, isn't it? I mean,
Grace said to him here that the radiation's going to be a lot worse in Hiroshima, Nagasaki, or Chernobyl.
yeah, I remember that.
Right? So, should everybody here?
Not be affected and basically die, have
Yeah.
long term effects.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on. What else happened? Yeah, I mean, we've pretty much covered. The episode ends with those two.
Yeah, that would almost make you believe that here this air pollution's not really going to be breathable for the foreseeable future.
I didn't like the fact that Strand at the end was like, oh, I'm this big evil guy. I've worked my entire way being dirty. I was a loan shark. I was a fraudster. I was this. I was that. See last episode, right? Don't know if you agree. I think you will. Did Strand not basically go, right, one of us needs to kind of sacrifice ourselves here in order to get into that room? I'm going to sacrifice Morgan so I can get into that room and stop these nukes. Correct?
Pretty much.
But now he's trying to spin it into this, like, this weird fucking thing, man. Oh, is Alicia dead? Who knows? I'll tell you it's dead. My interest. But it died a long time ago. Partly season 7 is a lot worse than this season. What are you expecting? What are you hoping for? Did Troy and Madison no come back?
I believe so.
Looking forward to that. Said fucking no one.
No, what am I giving this episode?
Is John Dory going to die with that gunshot?
Fucking hope. Nah, didn't look sweet.
How many times is this guy getting shot, by the way?
I don't know, but I'm going to give this a 1 out of 10. I thought it. Worst finale, I think. Worst finale in the entire Walking Dead franchise.
I'd say worst finale I've ever seen. I can't get a season finale worse than this.
Well, I'm saying it's the worst finale in the Walking Dead franchise, and therefore that does make it the worst finale ever because I can't think of. I'm trying to think of what that Parish finale was like, but I don't think it was as bad as this.
The logic of them in the submarine all getting split up is just ridiculous. Where was the car that Teddy and Dakota found? Who knows? Anyway, guy, I'll agree with the 1. 1 out of 10. I think a 1's generous, but anyway, leave your thoughts down below, and peace.